Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake. This channel is called Jake of All Trades, and today I'm going to be doing Pisces by Jinjer. And with this particular song, this is the last of the Chris Lipe reactions to Jinjer that he's done on the channel. And actually, I think the first one he actually did, so I've been kind of watching them out of order. But hey, is what it is. And so before I get into it, I want to give a shout out to those of you who recommended this song. There is David James 6036, M All Was Taken, and M Luxembourg 2531. So thank you guys for suggesting this song. Today we're going to be doing the studio version, open session, that seems to be the most popular one here on YouTube, and then also one of the live versions on stage. So without any further ado, let's get started. All right, without any further ado, Pisces studio version, here we go. I like the ambience of that. Ooh. Starting out very clean. Really pretty guitar. Oh, I thought that was gonna explode into a chorus or something. It's really pretty. There it is. That's a cool run. Her lows are incredible. I really love the clean guitar and the ambience. Tatiana's vibrato. It's definitely not 4/4 time signature either. Definitely a very progressive feel to the song. Ooh, going a little acoustic now. Gosh, the scale that they're using too is really unique. This one feels a little more waltzy. Cherish his life to the underworld. Melody choice. Ooh, that layering. I love that layering. That riff is freaking cool. Holy cow. All right, here we go with the live session. This should be interesting. Here we go. She's got such a different style there too. She looks so different. Suffering with smile, I drew a different reality with unconditional. I love the look of their instruments too. That's a pretty bass. Really nice guitar too. Is she not layering those screams? It feels like there's so much more meat to the scream than she should be able to do.
No promises I ever give. Don't rely on me and I won't deceive. The beginning or the end, you can't tell. When I
I like how he taps too. Sounds like she's doubled. Okay. Definitely sounds like layered screams. That drum fill is awesome.
flashing when the winter cries.
Horses swimming through the river, all the life against the stream.
Searching for the room to catch on and see the zombie.
Just monstrous vocals.
The suffocating painful tortures, ungodly devils of callous men, wandering on of phantom butchers. Emeralds are whipped away, emeralds are whipped away, emeralds are whipped away, emeralds are whipped away.
God, that's so good. All right, last but not least, Jinjer, Pisces, Wacken. Here we go. I like that multi-scaled guitar. Drummer's vibing. I just love that the bassist is tapping. And now I'm really curious to hear the screams. Got some good highs there too. See, hearing this live is really making me think that that studio session was more produced and not live. Their strings are brutal.
Alright, Wacken, if you know this song, I invite you to sing along.
Just chilling.
Right now, this part is not so difficult.
not so difficult compared to all the screaming she was just doing.
Cherished his life to the underworld. Meet me fresh and when the winter arrives. Show us what you got now.
I assume this part's a little more difficult for them to sing. How they're able to pull this off live is awesome. All right, so many hours later, I'm finally doing the post-reaction analysis of the 3 different versions, and I was a little bit confused because I listened to the studio version, and then when I got to the live sessions one, I was thinking to myself, these sound really close. Like very, very close. Are you sure this is live? I'm not sure that this is live, but the way I'm kind of coming to understand each of the 3 versions is that the studio is the studio version, the live is the live version. No, Sherlock. But the live session is like hybrid, where it's live, it's performed, probably a 1 take, but then it sounded like they added some other elements in post-production, and I'll get to those in a little bit. One of the things that I noticed about the live session version was that the drumming was different. Like, there's a lot more hi-hat involved, and there's just like a little bit more grooviness in the verse that I could kind of pull out from the drumming. And then one of the things too that I noticed was in the live session version, it sounded like there were some doubles, especially like in the latter half of the verses, as well as in the screams, the growls. There was like a layer of lows and highs together, whereas like in sections in the live, she leaned a combination of starting off low and then like later on in the chorus, she'd do some highs. And just kind of had a little bit of ebb and flow between like different kinds of growls. And the studio was just like layering all of that together. And same thing with the live session version as well. Then one of the things that I was also kind of curious about and wasn't entirely sure how to interpret was the guitar. I don't know what kind of effects he's using. I don't know if he's layering guitar parts in what he's playing. Live, I thought I heard a difference in what he was playing, not in the sense that the riff itself was different, but like that there might have been fewer layers. But then like I started listening a little closer and started reviewing it again, was like, maybe I'm wrong about that. I can't quite tell. It's hard to tell if he's like using a loop pedal, if he's like got a really good delay, if he's just that good and he's doing all of it all at once. He probably is doing all of it all at once, but I'm having a hard time really identifying that with this. Another thing I really enjoyed too, going back to the drumming, was that fill, like right after the second chorus, it had like this really odd like time signature, but it like worked as a really cool transition between like the heavy to like another clean section. One of the other things too that I really enjoyed about this song was the fascinating use of the key signature and the time signature. The key signature, I can't quite figure out exactly what key it is. When I tried to look it up, it says A minor, but it definitely sounds more complicated than that. It sounds like a more like regional style key signature that may be kind of based in A minor, but has like some accidentals and chromaticism that seems to break it out of that A minor cage. and like gives it a little bit more of a different feel to it that seems like it comes from a particular culture or region. I know that they're Ukrainian, so you know, maybe it's like a key signature that's kind of signature to like their culture or something. I'm not sure. I'd love for you guys to educate me a little bit more about this in the comments. And then the time signature too. I was like kind of having a hard time like getting my head to it, because it's like, okay, it's irregular. It's definitely irregular. And I suspected 7/8. I'm not 100% sure, because I was trying to cross-check via Google, what's the time signature? And it said it kind of went back and forth between like 7/8 and 12/8, but then there was another post that said 14/8. I'm not entirely sure. The 8th note was the main subdivision in this piece, but like the way they divided it into like 3s and 2s, it had such an irregular feel to it, and then they changed it. I really, really enjoyed that aspect of it, and you know, it makes it hard to kind of like follow along. Much harder than just a simple 4/4. Then another thing I noticed in terms of differences is that in the studio version, the clean guitar is acoustic with maybe like some regular clean electric guitar layer, but then the live is all clean with maybe a hint of the acoustic. Maybe, I don't know if it's in terms of like in a backing track or if it's like an acoustic simulator pedal or something like that. Again, it's kind of hard to pick up on some of these things because you're not like focused in on one particular player, and I don't know, maybe he's done an interview, but I didn't check it out. And then with the live session version, it's all clean electric guitar. So there's just these subtle differences between the studio and the live session versions that made me question, is this just like the studio version over a recorded live one take session in the studio? And it's not. It's different, but it's more produced than just a raw live version or just like a raw one take. So it really kind of threw me off, and so I probably asked some dumb questions, and I'm probably maybe saying some dumb statements in this post reaction analysis. But that's that I'm taking from this, and I'm curious to hear what corrections you guys might have for me, or additional context, just any of the things that I would touched on here, like the key signature, time signature, or any of the other effects elements to the song, or you know, maybe the technique that Tatiana is using in her screaming, like any of that stuff. I welcome that. I learn a lot from your comments. So any insights you have, please drop them in the comments. I really, really appreciate those. Speaking of which, if you have a suggestion for another Jinjer song or any other band you want me to check out, drop those in the comments below. I'll give you a shout out whenever I do that video. And also, I just want to say thank you to Jonas S for supporting me on Patreon. I really, really appreciate it. And to everyone else, if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications so that you don't miss anything going forward. If you enjoyed my analysis and reaction and compare and contrast and all that good jazz, subscribe. I hope to be able to interact with more of you, and I really, really appreciate every single one of you that comes by, does anything on this channel. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's all for this video. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless you, and rock on.